Hey guys, Adrienne here, and today I'm going to be talking to you about how to interface with your clients and show them how your activities as a digital marketer are going to help benefit their business and move them towards their goals. So to facilitate this video, I've invited Allie.
Hi.
To join us. Allie is on our team here at Hiilite, and she's going to ask some of the common questions that we get from clients about our digital marketing. So thanks, Allie. Welcome.
No problem. So in my interactions with clients, several questions have come up, so we just want to take this opportunity to answer them for you. One of the questions I definitely get is, how do we go about getting the results that we promise? Everybody, when it comes down to it, they want more leads. And I look at a lot of the work that we've done, and I wanted to pick apart certain campaigns or certain clients we've been able to do that for. So Plan B, we were able to generate 300% more revenue for them because we were able to generate 300% or 315% more website traffic. Could you take me through how you're able to do that?
Yeah, absolutely. And this is what I explained to the client when we first pitched our pay-per-click campaigns that we wanted to run for them. So they had a website, but they weren't necessarily utilizing any Google AdWords, and we suggested that we start an AdWords campaign. That was largely what drove the numbers that you're talking about, and here's how we did it. So we started off by setting up a general AdWords campaign in the AdWords dashboard, and we focused on all of the keywords that are related to their business. So Plan B headquarters is a salon and barbershop. This is a perfect business for a Google AdWords campaign because it's a local business and people are searching for this service. They're going to search, they're going to find what they're looking for, and then they're going to contact. So we set up an AdWords campaign that included all of the keywords related to their business. So haircuts in Kelowna, barbershop, every different variation that you could think of. That's pretty standard, right? Like everybody kind of generally knows that about AdWords. Some of the ways that we dialed it in though is we actually made sure that the campaigns were only running during their open hours. So we only ran campaigns and ads while the business was open. This is so that they would only generate calls or appointments when there was somebody in the shop able to take that appointment. So we saved them money by not running the campaign during their off hours because they wouldn't really necessarily be benefiting from calls or requests that were received when they're closed. So that was the first thing. Secondly, they have a lot of brand recognition in our community, so their brand is quite well known. So often you'll see in an AdWords campaign, you might run a branded campaign where you actually target the name of your business so that you will show up in those ads. What we were able to do with Plan B is they had such high brand recognition that we did not run a branded campaign. So we didn't target any of their business name related keywords. And this is because they already have a solid, if people are looking for them, they're looking for them. And we had done SEO for them as well, so we had optimized their website, we'd optimized their Google business listing. If you were to search for Plan B headquarters, they will come up in the map results and they will come up in the first page results. So again, we saved them. The cost per click was lower because we weren't targeting people that were looking for them specifically by name. If you're looking for your salon and you type in the name of your salon, you're not clicking on an ad for another company. You're finding your salon and you're clicking on it. So that was really useful for them. Basically from there, we started to dial in on what were the most effective keywords for that campaign. So we noticed which ones were generating a lot of click-through and a lot of conversions, so we can actually see in the campaign how many times someone clicked on an ad and then resulted in a contact through the website, either by calling or by filling out the contact form. So I find it's really important to clarify the lingo. Like if I say conversion, sometimes people don't know what that means, so I'll always make a point of saying okay, this is how many conversions you had, meaning this is how many times people contacted you from your ads. So we were able to generate not only a huge increase in traffic just by virtue of targeting the right keywords in the right place at the right time of day, but also driving people to the website and leading them to book an appointment. And that's largely through where we were sending them once they clicked the ad. So we didn't just send them just to the homepage. We sent them, for some ads, we sent them to the homepage, but for other ads, we sent them to the contact page directly. We also set up the ads so they didn't even have to go to the website necessarily to contact the business. They could just call directly from the ad. And how we figured that out was we looked at the data in Google Analytics and we saw that the majority of their searches were coming from mobile devices.
Okay. And then how much research does it actually take? So when you decided to just run it during certain days or certain how much time did it take to get to that place where you figured it out?
Totally. Yeah. So when you start running a campaign, you need to collect a certain amount of data before you can start tweaking that campaign to make sure that it can be its most effective. So we like to run at minimum either a month to 3 months of gathering data so that we can look at the trends. And once we have enough data to find those trends, we can actually start to manipulate the campaign and tweak the campaign and play with our bids and our different strategies so that we can really hone in on what's working. And that's basically what we did with Plan B. So we ran a standard campaign for the first 60 to 90 days, and then we were able to look at the trends from that information and then keep increasing the end result, which was calls and contacts, appointments, money in the bank.
And I feel like we were able to do something quite similar with a franchise group that we worked with who was looking to get new franchisees. And through our data collecting processes at the beginning, we were able to realize that people that were clicking on the advertisements, this was on Facebook, but the people that were clicking on the advertisements were more active on Facebook on the weekends than they were during the weekdays. So we were able to save that client actually quite a lot in ad spend because we figured that out. Like, it wasn't like that off the hop. We didn't know that till we actually were able to collect some data, analyze it, see it. But in the long haul, we definitely saved that client money. We're able to target the right audience because we had that information up front.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's another thing about Facebook ads and Google ads, explaining the targeting capability. So how well you can actually drill into your customers' target audience. So not only their geographic area, but also demographic area, their age, their gender, their interests as well. And I think that's what was really successful with that campaign for franchisees, is that we were actually able to identify people on the Facebook platform who exhibited certain behaviors and interests that would lead us to believe that they were the right kind of person that would be interested in a franchise business. So this was a little bit more or less a business looking for customers and more a business looking for potential franchisees to join their franchise company. So we sat down and we discussed all of this with the client. They told us the type of person that they were looking for. We documented it and then dialed that in on our Facebook ad campaigns. Again, collected data for a period of time and noticed the trend of when they were most active and decided to target them during that time period. So just really collaborating on these things, I find, is what leads to the best success. It's drawing the information out of the client, drawing the information out of the business owner, and then letting them know what tactics we can employ to get the results that they're looking for. So to recap, basically what you want to do when you're talking to your clients about what you do and how you do it, you want to focus on the end result and the goal as they see it. So they're coming to you for a very specific reason. How am I going to get this? I'd like to achieve this with my business. So be really specific in explaining your tactics and explaining your strategies. Stay away from jargon. Make sure you explain what you mean by CPC and conversion and all of those different things, because we often forget that that's kind of a lingo that we understand, but not everybody gets our acronyms. And lastly, just continue that relationship. Make sure they feel like they are informed, make sure they feel that they're listened to, communicated with, and that you're here to be a partner in their business. So yeah, I just want to say thanks, Allie, for joining me in this video.
Thanks for having me.
If you guys want to see an example of how we communicate with clients about how we get results, I'm going to put a link down below to show you one of our pages on our website that really clearly shows a client how Hiilite gets results and the means that we do it. So if you want some inspiration or an example of what kind of copy you can use, you can just follow the link below. And make sure that you subscribe to our channel so that you can get more information, dates, and fun stuff along the way.
Thumbs up, subscribe, and click below.
Thanks, guys. This series was filmed at Hiilite Creative Group Studio in Kelowna, British Columbia, and is made with the help of our creative team. If you like this video, subscribe to the channel and check us out at hiilite.com.